Hi everyone, my name is Alexis Stoll. I am a newly elected national delegate to the National Convention from Nevada Congressional District Number 4. I'm making this video in response to what I just watched on MSNBC and CNN, which is the leader of the Democratic State Party, Roberta Lang, going on various news networks and spewing pretty much garbage. So the first thing I want to talk about is the things that really genuinely bothered me about the convention. The first thing was the parking. The parking was ridiculous. If you were not familiar with Las Vegas, no way in hell you would know where to park, the shortcuts to take to make it to the ballroom on time. We drove around for about 40 minutes until we finally got tired of it and knowing the city. We jumped over to Planet Hollywood, parked there, and ran. And when I say we ran. My husband and I are both 36. We're in relatively decent shape. That was easy for us to run. We passed multiple people on the way who we knew weren't going to make it. We knew. Which was really disappointing. The parking situation was explained. Many people reported it, and no one cared. Then we get to, so we get there. It's about 9:30, 9:45. We check in. Everything's fine. And I walk into the convention hall, and my jaw drops. I have been to many conventions. I've lived in Las Vegas for the past 11 years. This is a convention town. And so what I noticed when I walked in is that the convention, like all conventions, is kind of split. You know, you have Hillary supporters on one side, you have Bernie supporters on the other side. But here's the problem. We had to walk through anytime we wanted to go to the restroom, anytime we wanted to go get something to eat, which I'm going to get to that in a minute. Anytime we wanted to get water, we had to walk through Hillary Clinton supporters. And many of them were very kind, okay? I met some fairly decent people who were Hillary Clinton supporters. I don't want to do what they're doing and make it an us versus them thing. But some of them weren't. And I don't know if my bruise is visible, my lights are out, but been manhandled a couple of times. Had people get really close up into my face. I had one guy yell in my ear. It was not a good experience. So you get to these rules, okay? So I hear a lot about these rules passing. The rules were rules she wrote, and we didn't want to pass them. Now, if it had been a straight up or down vote, okay, we lose, we move on. But nothing about this was straight up and down. And in retrospect, it seems like the entire thing was set up to make us react. And I'll get to that in a second. So, you know, we can't eat, we can't do anything. We're just sitting, basically. We're sitting. It was a lot of sitting and a lot of being terrified that if we leave, they're going to call a vote without us. And, you know, people tried to send pizza. They wouldn't let it in. It was just a mess. But what I want to get to and what I want to talk the most about was at the end when Roberta Lang declared the convention over and all of this footage that people are seeing on TV about these angry people who are picking up chairs and trying to throw them. It didn't happen. I was there. I was standing in the front row. As a matter of fact, I would love to have the opportunity to go on MSNBC, look Roberta Lang in the eye, and dare her to say she doesn't remember me. I stood there. I screamed until I felt like I had marbles in my throat. And she ignored us. She ignored us. There were children at this convention. One gentleman picked up a chair, and I would say within about 30 seconds put it back down. Which is expected. I mean, I want you to picture you're in a room all day. You're being abused. You're being ignored. No one's listening to you. And then you're just basically told your vote doesn't count. What you have to say doesn't matter. Boom, done. Another thing I want to talk about, and this is the most important thing, because I feel as though Roberta Lang is trying to pretend or trying to act like calling in the police was because she was scared or whatever. She was angry. I've been a teacher for 10 years. I know the look. She was angry that we were not listening to her. She was angry because she wasn't in control. And it was staged. It had to be. The entire thing was set up to make us react. And when we didn't get angry, when we didn't throw things, when we didn't hurt people, they didn't know what to do. So you're being misled. And you're being misled because the images you're seeing, I was right there, and yet I haven't seen myself on any of these images. I haven't seen the little old lady who is standing 2 people down from me. All you see are carefully cut together pictures to make us all look angry and crazy. And you can judge for yourself. Do I seem angry and crazy to you? I've taught 8th grade for like 10 years. It takes a lot to make me angry. Was I yelling? Absolutely. But the last time I checked, we're allowed to yell. We're allowed to be upset. And what Lang is doing is she's trying to pretend as if she feared for her safety when what she really did is she disenfranchised thousands of people. And she wants you to believe that the people she disenfranchised because of their behavior somehow deserved it. And that's not true. That's not the case. And you know what? I don't give a shit if they were. I don't care how anyone acts. If you behave in that way, it doesn't mean that your vote doesn't count. It can happen. I never realized that this could happen. I've never been disenfranchised. And this should concern not only Bernie supporters, but this should concern Trump supporters, Hillary supporters, everybody. You don't have a voice anymore because they'll take it away from you. And then when you get angry that they take it away from you, they will paint you as a bunch of bloodthirsty monsters. I am not a bloodthirsty monster. The people I stood there with for 15 hours were not bloodthirsty monsters. We need to get this message out because this is what's going to happen at the National Convention. They're going to try to ignore us, and they're going to try to paint our reaction to ignoring us as our fault. I've tried everything. Sorry. This video it's my last. I'm begging people. This is our country. This is our democracy, and it's being stripped from us. And it's being stripped from us by people who, they have no scruples. They don't care. I want you to watch this video again when you're done, and I want you to look at me, and I want you to think if I'm capable of beating anyone up or throwing things at people. Because I'm not. The people I stood with are not. And I am very upset. We have to show them that we're not going to back down. And we have to show them that we're going to win. I don't know how to do that. And why I'm making this video is because I need to reach out to someone. I need to reach out because we need to get this story heard. Because every single person, I don't care if you like Donald Trump, I don't care if you like Hillary Clinton, I don't care if you like Ted Cruz, John Kasich, whomever, this is going to affect you. Because this is the playbook. This is what they're using. They're tricking you. So from the people of Nevada, I want to thank you for listening. I want to thank you for caring. And I want to encourage you to share this. Share as much as you can with whomever you can. Thank you.